doing anything? What do you mean? Well, it seems like no member of Congress is actually fighting fascism. They're just doing silly little things. Everything we do is fighting fascism because it destroys literally everything. Protecting anything is fighting against it. Like, well, this is Joe Courtney. Here he is showing the proof that the Revolution Wind project I talked about yesterday went through a full review for national security issues. I mean, look at that thing. So the argument against it, which is using presidential power that Trump doesn't have, would be disinformation and that F word, which would be consolidating power. So isn't Joe Courtney fighting against? Well, when you put it that way. Isn't Sydney Camlogger Dove fighting when she's working to make sure that black voters vote yes on the Election Rigging Response Act? What are you talking about? Oh, nothing. Just how I spent my morning.
So that's one way that you've been fighting back this week. Well, I am fighting against redistricting that is happening in Georgia. No. So I am fighting against redistricting is happening everywhere.
Are you laughing? Maybe. I can find them funny.
I am fighting specifically against the redistricting that is happening in Texas by waking the bear up from hibernation to fight for voters here in California. And one specific way I'm doing it is by engaging and activating black voters who overperform even if we have low numbers. And we realize that this is not just about democracy, but it's about making sure that we still have access to Social Security and healthcare and education and jobs. That is what we care about.
Okay. That was pretty cool. Yeah, I had a good time this morning. And anything having to do with getting more voters, especially for that measure, is fighting it. Whose video is this? Sorry, I'll go back to questioning everything. Continue. Today's Daily Blueprint was an almost half-hour interview with PAC Act author Mark Takano, all about what Trump is doing to veterans and how we need to support them. Okay, that one is pretty self-explanatory. What else? Julie Johnson sent a letter to the Dallas Police Department asking if they were cooperating with ICE, and they got back to her. Wait, someone actually responded to a letter? Yeah, there's a point to the letter. And no, they're not working with ICE. Good, and good for Rep. Johnson for asking. Exactly. Okay, what's next? Kelly Morrison went to a local food bank and helped them bag up some apples. She asked them if they can handle the incoming onslaught if SNAP is gone. They don't think they can. And my favorite quote she said was, "We can't simply rely on philanthropy to fill those hunger needs." Wow, that's kind of powerful. How is that fighting fascism? Anything that brings attention to or fights against his authoritarian tendency, like how he doesn't want people getting food, is fighting it. I guess there are a lot of different ways to do so. Not every one of them uses the word. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this installment of Doomerella Gets School. If you made it to the end of this post, comment with 7 words to help the algorithm and a cup of coffee. Because South LA Cafe is amazing and I cannot thank them enough for having us today. And if you watched or read any of these stories, comment with what you learned. And an apple, because Rep. Morrison is right. A lot of this can't be fixed through philanthropy. And anyone who says they wanted smaller government needs to get that through their head. Our voices are our superpower, but only when we use them.